Cancer, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-December 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we can dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Cancerians. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, what do we got for Cancer in mid-December? What energies, messages, insights can you take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Cancer in mid-December. What's the vibe? What's the energy around my good friends? There we go. Nice and quick. Ooh, Queen of Swords. Very stern, very straightforward, serious type of energy right here. Now, of course, this is an oracle deck. It's not a tarot deck, but she just screams Queen of Swords to me whenever I see her. And she doesn't always come out, so it's interesting that she's here. Now, before we fully dive into it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So we see this strong, powerful, divine feminine figure. She is stern. To me, she just looks like she's about her business. Now, it could be a few different things. For some of you, if you're connected to an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it could just be them showing up in a prominent place in the energy. But if that's not the case, maybe this is an energy you're about to step into. Now listen, as someone who's a double water sign myself, I do know that we get the reputation for being very daydreamy and smooth and softer emotionally. For a lot of you in this time, this is an extremely logical, straightforward, like even to the point of harsh truth type of energy. So just know you might be being a little stricter in this time, or you're taking a cold, hard look at a situation and using logic. That could be a good thing with her. She could also be strategy. She could also be planning. I do like a lot of the aspects of this card, but when it comes to the challenges of the Queen of Swords, she could be a little mean. So maybe some of you are dealing with somebody that comes off as like very cold, detached, or mean. But we're just going to leave it at that for now. We'll see if that shows up throughout the tarot reading. So we'll just let her be over there. She could be angry over there. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say the first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for the Cancerians. And while we get this deck rocking and rolling, let's talk about last week's reading. Last week, your energy seemed a lot better than most of the zodiac. The reading was titled Exciting News Incoming. Now, when I talk about that, and wins and victories, that could come in all different shapes and sizes. It could be monetary, it could be interpersonally, you name it, career. So I would say if you didn't get some really good news in last week, it could still happen for the coming days and weeks, because the energy does bleed over. So let's see what shows up for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's. Right, let's get you 3. What is happening for the Cancerians, please? What's up? Thank you. Oh, okay. 7 of Swords in position number 1. I'm not going to say that completely toasts the reading, but it's something we most definitely want to touch base with, especially leading off with that. And I will say, like, this energy, I mean, the Queen of Swords, that's the way to solve this type of energy. Let's get a couple more. Let's get a couple more here. Okay. We have the 5 of Wands. Energy feels a little wild here, my friends. Let's get one more. All right, and it settles down. So it's not all something we need to be super concerned with, but we definitely want to take a very close look at all this. But I like that we have the Empress. It does calm things down, which can be nice. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. But at first look, first glance, you know, I always like to go with the elements first. We're starting with air, like that Queen of Swords. Fire, I always say that's explosive energy when you combine the two, especially with the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. That's an energy that could be a possible warning that we want to take a close look at. But we have this softer, abundant Venus energy on the back end with the Empress. So it's like calming things, settling things down, which can be really nice. I guess it all depends on how this reading flows out, because I feel like there could be a mixed bag. I mean, there could be a good end result, but there's also this energy in the front where it's a little chaotic to me. So let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. Position number one, the Seven of Swords. So we see our little friend there. He's wearing the fez, and he is making away with all of these swords. Now, you know I always give you the positive and challenge of every single card. So let's go positive first. When I see the Seven of Swords, it's a very slick type of energy. It's sly, it maneuvers. So for some Cancers out there, there could be certain situations where you have a little bit of wiggle room, or you could maneuver something or just make it work somehow. It's like hot wiring something. It could also just represent something you don't quite see yet. So Seven of Swords is something that's in the shadows. So something that's hidden, some secrecy. It could be unexpected or surprising, you name it. So we're definitely going to want to look at this further. But when we get to the challenge of the Seven of Swords, it's a pretty big one. It could be people that we shouldn't trust. It could be people that we need to watch out for, like people within our circle that, you know, aren't the nicest, aren't the kindest, and that don't have the nicest intentions. So this card can most definitely be a warning. Now, moving to the center, and I'm not saying it's definitely that. We need to see, and we need to tread carefully with it. Now, moving to the center, we have the Five of Wands. The energy doesn't soften up much when we get here. And you don't need to be an expert in tarot to understand what this card means. You see the five people, they're beating the crap out of each other with sticks. So to me, obviously, this is a card of conflict. This could represent problems or issues or things that pop up where it's like, oh, it's always something. It's one thing after another after another. Now, for some Cancerians, this could be internal infliction, where it's like you feel one way about something, then you feel another way. It's very up and down, hot and cold. But when we mix the air and the fire of this, very explosive energy. Now, for a portion of you, I mean, yeah, maybe something's going to come to light. It's going to piss you off. Very possible. But there's a good energy here with the Five of Wands because there's determination. Yes, it can represent problematic things or problems in general. But when I see it, it's like, okay, there's determination. No matter what shows up, whether I know it's coming or I don't, I'm going to make the best of it. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep pushing. So again, I get this odd energy that there's wiggle room. It's like not completely set in stone. So we're going to want to look at this further. Now, moving to the back, we have one of the best cards in the whole entire deck, which I really feel like it saves the energy. We have the Empress. Now, for some of you, I will just go out on a limb and say this. If there's people around you that they're not getting together or they're not working right or there's very tense energy, when I see the Empress, it's very soothing. So for a lot of Cancerians, there could be problems that you could fix in this time. There's situations that you could calm down in this time. The Empress links to Taurus energy. It also links to Libra. She is a card of blessings and abundance. Your cup runneth over. It's a divine feminine energy to the max. It's goddess energy. So to me, it's like soft, healing, soothing. It's a really beautiful vibe, especially after all this mayhem. So that's why I'm saying, like, yeah, we got some chaos going on up here in the front, but this Empress calms it down. Like, it's already given me that vibe, so I do like it. So any problems or any things that do pop up, you could most definitely solve it or at least calm it down. There's very peaceful energy here. Only issue with the Empress, yeah, she could sometimes represent mother figures or issues with mother figures. And she could also be very stubborn. But I want to dive deeper on all the Cancer. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here. What do we got for Cancer? Please. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Seven of Swords. And if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Cancer, drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Seven of Swords time. What's up? Why is it here? Thank you. And it just feels chaotic to me. Okay. Now, for some of you, this could be an individual. All right. So there could be a person that thrives on chaos. I'm getting some concerning energy here, and I don't want to be too grandiose in my wording here, but when I see the Hierophant in reverse, that's another Taurus vibe. In the upright, that is a card that is sturdy, dependable. It's set in stone. When it's in reverse, it's like tower like type of energy. So when I see it underneath the Seven of Swords, it's like, yeah, it's change, it's things transforming. I feel for some cancers, this is where the energy splits. If there is anyone you're connected to where like there's always an issue, there's always a problem, it's like they thrive on tension, they thrive on chaos. There could most definitely be a person that you need to be aware of in this time, because they could be getting ready to spin the pot, right? Start mixing it up. That could definitely be a little bit of a warning here. But for the rest of you, I want to see how the rest of it goes, because this is a very unpredictable energy with the Hierophant in reverse. In the upright, again, steady, dependable. It's within the box, it's predictable. In reverse, it's the complete opposite of that. So again, for some of you, either it's a chaotic situation or a person that you really need to watch out for or beware of. So let's keep moving. Let's keep moving, because we'll see how it resolves. Let's go in on that Five of Wands. I don't feel like we need to stay there in that energy. So let's see what's up with that Five of Wands. What is going on here? And for some of you, this could even be a past thing. This doesn't even have to be right now. This could be someone. Let's just go, because it's like frustrating me just looking at it. Okay. So we have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Beautiful karmic energy. Ooh. All right, couple of very, very interesting messages that I'm going to have for you right here. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is luck turning to your side. So for a lot of cancers, just like we saw last week, you could catch a lucky break. Luck could switch. You might get the upper hand in a situation. That's very possible with this alignment here, especially if you're like determined and you don't give up and you keep pushing forward, which I know cancers are very determined individuals. My dad's a Cancer. But when I see this alignment together, I think it's good, but there's karmic archetypes at play, because the wheel itself is very fast moving. It's very quick. So this could absolutely represent someone you're connected to catching a dose of karma or getting served up a dose of karma in one way or another. Now, that's not for us to decide what someone deserves and what the universe serves them, right? Like sometimes it's, luck of the draw with certain things. But when I see this Five of Wands and this, it's like, all right, well, this person always putting these energies out, they're always putting the energies back out. This karmic wheel is going to swing it back to them. It's just giving me that vibe. So let's keep moving. I feel for a lot of cancers out there, there could be a person or a situation where it's like the universe will take care of it. Because when I see the Hierophant and the wheel and even the Empress, these are universal energies. So this could be Spirit just saying to some of you, like, listen, Cancer, the universe will take care of it. So let's see what's up with the Empress. Positive. So I'm hoping some of you do catch a lucky break or get the upper hand in a situation. That's very possible. I just don't like that Seven of Swords, Hierophant in reverse. I'm not a fan. So let's see what's up. Why is that Empress here? Thank you. There she is. So we started the reading off. Remember her? Remember what we were calling her? Here she is right here, popping out again, the Queen of Swords. Okay, so she is the antidote for this energy right there in the front end, whereas this energy is very shrouded, it's hidden, it has like weird little motives. The Queen of Swords, what you see is what you get. It's like, okay, if this is what you see, that is what you're going to get. Straightforward, honest, and to the point. Now, I still like the fact that although there's this choppy energy and this karmic energy, I feel the energy breaking in your favor. I do. I already said you might catch a lucky break. When I get the Queen of Swords underneath this Empress, it's like if you keep your mind straight, if you could keep your mind right, stay on task, maybe even strategize with certain things, you're going to come out on top here with something. And I really, really do like this and appreciate this energy showing up, especially if you're connected to an air sign. This is really, really good stuff. A big Libra energy here in the center, but the Queen of Swords, very stern and serious, honest, and again, I feel a good result for you. Like I said in the middle, there's like this lucky break, so there is a win in the end. There is a payoff of some sort. If somebody else is going through certain things, I mean, it might be best to just stay on your course when this energy's here. Let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow card. So lots of energies showing up for you this week, so just take them however they hit. But if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we do have The Seven of Swords with the Hierophant in reverse. Now, I did mention that for some of you, it could be a bit of a chaotic situation where something just pops up and it's like, whoa, where the hell did this come from? Like, it's a little mayhem. For a portion of you, this could be a person that you need to really keep an eye on or beware of, especially if it's a person that thrives on tension, a person that thrives on conflict, and things like that. It could be a person that you need to keep at arm's length because they could be getting ready to spin the pot. Moving to the center, we have the Five of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. I do feel for a lot of Cancers, you're going to catch a lucky break, or you're going to get the upper hand with something. But a big vibe I was picking up is someone getting served up a big dose of karma in short order. And also the energy of Spirit saying, like, listen, Cancer, let the universe take care of it. Let the universe handle it. Moving to the back end, we have the Empress with the Queen of Swords in the upright. Like, if you could keep your head on straight and keep pushing forward, this is a beautiful result in the end. So yeah, just where this luck breaks in the center, we have a beautiful positive result, which is bizarre. I mean, sometimes from chaos, beautiful things can spring forward, right? And that's kind of how this feels. It's like, yeah, there's a little mayhem going on here, but the end result is what we're looking at. So I really, really do like the ending of this. So yeah, please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows for you. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a bad thing. And yeah, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel. I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get your shadow card out here. What do we got for Cancer? Please. Thank you. Seven of Pentacles, another karmic card showing up. And the fact that it's in the shadows, it does tie into what we see exactly right here in the middle. So the positive of the Seven of Pentacles is it's a card of reaping a reward or a harvest of something. So that's really great. Your patience might be rewarded in the near-term future. When we get to the shadow aspect of the Seven of Pentacles, though, it could be an energy of impatience. There could be someone or something that you're losing patience with quick when this card is here. But again, it's a huge karmic energy. So when I see it showing up in the shadows, I need to reiterate that message that the universe is going to handle something. The universe is going to take care of something. I don't feel like you need to go out of your way to get the hands of karma moving, right? Because this is the prototypical card of what you put forth, you get back in return. So it ties into the reading absolutely perfectly. So we're just going to leave it at that for now. Cancer, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The December subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out my digital calendar and book one at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. But for the December subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of one of my favorite decks, the Everyday Witches Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, what do you want Santa Claus to bring you this year for Christmas? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.